Hey Matt, so here is the power system, the Power 60. It's all powered up right now, and I'm just going to spin it up real quick just to show you that everything works, that it's straight, and then I'll just video everything real quick, batteries and stuff. So get the motor spinning just kind of real slow here. So there it is, and you can see there, kind of over here on the edge, nice and straight, so there's no wobble or anything like that. Spinning real quiet from the top, again, nice and straight. And I can spin it up a little bit more. That's about as much as I want to do in my hand. Anyway, there it is, static. I'm going to take the prop off real fast, just so nothing bad happens. Actually, I'm just going to do this. Safety first. Okay, so lay this bad boy down here. Here we go. So here's the Power 60. This is one of the props that I can include. This is the spinner that I have. Spinner's in pretty good shape, but you can see it's kind of scuffed up, and then the other side's got some scuffs too. Had a little bit of a nose landing, but it's still in really good shape. And I have a little kind of Dremel tool, and I think I can buff some of that out. So if you want it, I'll give it a shot and see if I can buff it out. This is a 2.5-inch spinner, and it's looks like it's about 2.5 inches long also. Anyway, super sweet. It's aluminum, it's pretty light, and it's got a collet in there, a prop hold down washer, and then a nut. And as you can see, it works great. So here's the motor. It's in pretty good condition. It's got a few scuffs here and there, but the X mount is there, screws, 4mm bullets, and yeah, so that's the motor. Since you're building a decathlon, you talked about a mount, so I have this mount. It's an adjustable mount, and right now it's currently set just a touch over 3 inches, so about 3.5 inches long. Oop, there we go. But you could extend it. You could extend this to about here, and still have 2 or 3 bolts on each side. And so you could probably extend it another, I'd say another inch. So you could get the whole thing about that long, about 4.5 inches long, which should be good for the decathlon. I have a plane, or I had a plane, crashed it, but I had a plane that was a similar decathlon, and it used a similar size motor, similar KV, and I had a mount that was pretty close to this. If you needed a shorter mount, you could always do what I've already done, which is cut it a little bit, and then scoot the mount back. So that's the mount. ESC, here it is. It's a Phoenix Ice 100. It's in really good condition. This plastic on these guys tends to crack right here, but it doesn't really affect anything. The screw goes into here, and these screws are in there real nice. This has a little thing for an external BEC if you want one, but I use the internal BEC. It's 5 amps. It's plenty for running, you know, you're probably going to run 4 of these in that plane, maybe 5. It's plenty for that. You could run more. It wouldn't sweat it. And I currently have it connected to an AR6200, which I'd be more than happy to sell if you want it. And these are some of the 5S batteries that I have. So first I'm just going to show that the servos work. So there's one. There's another one. So there's these guys. This one has an extension soldered onto it. You can see there, but it works great, no problems. And then these are the batteries. So these are all the 5S batteries I have. These two are Nanotech 5000 milliamp 4590C. They're essentially new. I've put them through 3 break-in cycles, and I put some Velcro on the end and on the bottom, but I haven't used them yet. I just got them ready for use. This is a blue LiPo. It's 30C, 4000 milliamp, also 5S. Works great. It has about 20 cycles on it, and then the same with these guys. They both have about 20 cycles on them. This is a Sky LiPo, 4400 milliamp, and it's 40C. Same with this guy. So got a pair here, and then this one guy. So those are the 5S batteries that I have. And then over here, I've got some 6S batteries. And in my opinion, actually you could go either way with these. You could either run 5S or 6S, but I think the 6S would be a little bit better, just in terms of giving you more power, and then also you wouldn't need to run quite such a big propeller, a large diameter propeller. You could run a smaller diameter propeller, which could give you better ground clearance. Anyway, so here we go. I've got a set of 4 of these Turnigi 4000 milliamp. These are 6S. They're 20, 30C rated LiPos, which is fine for what you're doing. I think this motor with a fairly large diameter prop is pulling at max 60 amps, and these at minimum can put out 20 times 4, which is 80 amps. So you've got 20 amps of cushion there before you even get into the burst rating, which is 30C. At 30C, or at burst, these can put out 30 times 4, which is 120 amps. So twice what you're going to be pulling with that guy. So these would be fine. Better than fine for what you need. Anyway, I've got 4 of these. They all have about 20 cycles on them, maybe 15 on some of them, because I didn't use them all a ton. And they work great, and they're all storage charged, flat, hard. And then over here I got these 3 Zippies. These are 40C, 5000 milliamp. They're all in really good condition. These 2 are perfectly hard. This one has the teeniest little bit of puff, and it's really hard to tell, but yeah, you can kind of see it. I can do that. So my finger's moving that much right there. Anyway, it works great, but I like to be honest, and these are perfectly flat and hard, and this one gives just a teeny little bit. So I have those 3, 40C, 5000 milliamp, 6S, and then I have some props. So let me move some stuff out of the way. I'll show you the props that I have. So let's see here. What do we have here? So these are a pair of used 16 by 12. These would be, here we go. These would be really good on 5S, and you could also use them on 6S. I believe. I have to double check that. This is a 15 by 10. This would be great on 6S. It's got a little nick. It's missing about maybe just a touch under a 1/4 inch off of this end, so I could throw this in for free. But basically you could shave this end off just a little bit, cut it down to about there, and then do the same thing on this side, cut about that much off, and then just balance it and use it, and you'd have about a 14.5 by 10 prop, which would be awesome. It'd be a lot of fun on 6S. And then I have a new, this is a 16 by 8. You can see it cost me a bit over $7. 16 by 8. This would be great on 5S, and I think it'd be pretty good on 6S also. I'd have to check my calcs. And then this guy is also, the one that's currently on here is a 15 by 10, and it's in really good condition. It's in perfect shape. So again, good on 5S, good on 6S, and I think that's it. So 10-minute video, a lot of stuff. I'll send this to you and send you some pictures, and hopefully we can figure something out. Alrighty, thanks.